Hello viewers, welcome to Scholastic Classes. Today we are going to start with the topic hydrocarbons. This is a topic that I have taken from class 10th chemistry, carbon and its compounds. So let's start with hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbon is basically a compound which is made up of hydrogen and carbon. So hydro is hydrogen and carbon is carbon. So it is a compound which is made up of hydrogen and carbon. Now, there are two types of hydrocarbons that we are going to study today. One is saturated and another is unsaturated. So let's start with saturated hydrocarbon first. Now, in saturated hydrocarbon, the carbon atoms, they are connected by single bonds, and that too the covalent bonds. That is, they are connected by single covalent bonds. Now, saturated hydrocarbons, we also call them alkanes. Right? So the general formula for alkanes is CnH2n plus 2. Now what is N here? N is the number of carbon atoms. Right? Now let's take an example and see this. Now if N is 1, that is number of carbon atom is 1, then we call it methane. Meth is for 1 carbon atom, right? So the formula will be, in this formula, put the value of N as 1. So we'll get C, N is 1, then H2N. 2 plus 2 is 4. So it is CH4, right? And the structure will be 1 carbon atom and 4 hydrogen. 1. So this is a structure for methane. Now, if N is 2, that is carbon atom is, number of carbon atom is 2, then it is ethane. Eth, and ane is for alkane, right? So ane to sab mein hi rahega. Meth is if carbon atom is 1, if carbon atom is 2, then we call it eth, and ane is because this is alkane. Now again formula will be, now here N is 2, so C2H, 2 into 2 is 4 plus 2, 6. So this is C2H6. Now let's see the structure for ethane. It will be C, 2 carbon atoms, right? And 6 hydrogen atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. So this is the structure for ethane, right? Now अगर number of carbon atoms 3 है, तो क्या होने वाला है? तब हम उसको prop बोलते हैं, that is propane. Ane is for alkane again, and 3 because prop, right? Now formula is C3H, 3 into 2 6, and this is 8, C3H8. Now the structure will be 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms and then 8 hydrogen atoms. 6, 7 and 8. So this is the structure for propane. Similarly आप ब्यूटेन एंड पेंटेन के लिए भी बना सकते हैं. अगर कार्बन एटम्स आपके 4 है, then we call it butane. But is for 4 carbon atom and ane again alkane. So the formula will be C4H10. Similar kind of structure you can make for butane. And if carbon atoms are 5, then it will be pentane, right? And it will become C5H12, right? So for alkanes, the general formula is CnH2n plus 2, where N is the number of carbon atoms.